right. Properties of minerals. Minerals are solid inorganic substances that occur naturally. Most minerals are compounds of two or more elements. For example, quartz, which the chemical symbols for quartz are SiO2. Si stands for silicon and O stands for oxygen. But some are made up of a single element, for example, gold, and the letters that stand for gold, or the symbol that stands for gold, is AU. Minerals are also the building blocks for making rocks. Most rocks contain a mixture of several different minerals. However, unlike the rocks they are found in, all minerals have a definite chemical composition and crystalline structure. Scientists can identify minerals using some key properties. Hardness. Hardness is the ability of a mineral to resist scratching. The Mohs scale of mineral hardness ranks minerals from 1, which is the softest, to 10, which is the hardest, based on their scratch resistance. Talc is the softest mineral because it cannot scratch anything greater than a 1. Diamonds are the hardest mineral and can scratch anything less than 10. To determine the hardness of a mineral, hold the mineral firmly and try to scratch it with another object of known hardness. For example, fingernail, which is the hardness of a 2.5. Look for a scratch line on the mineral. You may have to rub your finger over the line to feel if there is a scratch. If the mineral was able to be scratched, then it is softer than the other object. If the mineral was not able to be scratched, then it is harder than the other object. Repeat the process with the other objects of known hardness to determine the approximate hardness of the mineral sample. Luster. Luster is the way in which a mineral reflects light. You can test the luster of a mineral by holding a sample of the mineral up to a light or shining a light on the surface of the mineral. The two main categories of luster are metallic, and metallic luster refers to minerals that have the look of metal or a silvery appearance. Non-metallic luster refers to minerals that are vitreous or look like glass, greasy, which look like an oil-coated substance, resinous, they look like resin. Think of like tree sap for resin. Silky, they look of silk. Pearly, they look like a pearl. Adamantine, they look like a diamond. And earthy, they have a dull look. Color. Color is the appearance of a mineral due to the absorption and reflection of certain light rays. Generally, color is not a good property to be used when identifying minerals because many minerals exist in different colors. For example, the mineral fluorite typically exists in colors purple, green, and yellow, but it can also be found in colorless blue, red, and even black. Streak. Streak is the color of a mineral in powder form. The color of the powder may differ from the actual color of the mineral. In order to test the streak of a mineral, firmly drag a mineral across a streak plate, like you are drawing with it. So you're taking the rock and you're kind of looking like you're going to draw with it. And observe the color of the streak that the mineral leaves on the plate. This is the powder. Most streak plates have a hardness of 6.5 to 7. Therefore, minerals that are harder than the streak plate, 6.5 to 7, are said to have no streak or colorless streak. Every mineral that exists has a crystal structure. Crystals are solids in which the atoms are arranged in an orderly, repeating, three-dimensional pattern. They're organized in a very specific way. There are many types of crystal structure. Cleavage. Cleavage is the tendency of a mineral to split along flat, smooth surfaces. The cleavage of a mineral is determined by its crystal structure. Not all minerals have cleavage, but those that do generally split along 1, 2, 3, or 4 surfaces. Fracture is the manner in which a mineral breaks along an irregular surface. All minerals exhibit fracture. Fracture differs from cleavage because it is the chipping shape left when a mineral breaks. There are different ways that minerals fracture. And just as a recap, here are the most commonly used properties to identify minerals. Hardness, which is how hard a mineral is on a scale from 1 to 10. Luster, which is the shininess of a mineral. Color, which is just the basic color of a mineral. Streak, which is the color of the powder left behind on a streak plate. Crystal structure, which is the pattern created in the structure of the mineral. Cleavage, which is when a mineral breaks into flat, smooth surfaces. And then fracture, the way that a mineral breaks on an irregular surface. And that's the end of the article.